So I just came back a few days after finishing Tokyo Ghoul Re. I'm tired, but I must say, I was disappointingly surprised. When I first picked up this anime, I thought to myself this was gonna be another edgy show involving another concept that had to do with humans being eaten. Because we haven't seen that shit ever, right?
It's a titan.
And coming from another anime that had to do with eating people, but didn't really dive into the psychology of it or the mental strain, particularly with the violence, I felt reserved going into this show. Well, season 1 of Tokyo Ghoul was pretty good. Before I dive into my rating, I want to say that my scale is a lot more relative. And I don't focus on visuals alone, unless it was horrendous, then it's going to be problematic. When I say relative, I mean in terms of emotional impact. And it's so important for an anime to hit that mark for me because it guarantees itself to be remembered and can also have a profound effect on people. I'm not going into detail, but pretty much 0 is hell, which I don't think will ever give any anime ever. 1 to 2 are trash, 3 to 4 are not worth your time, 5 is bad, 6 is mid tier, 7 should be the standard of most anime and tends to be a good watch for the most of it. 8 is really good. 9 is life altering and the cream of the crop. 10 is transcendental. And as you can see, both extreme ends of the scale, most likely we will never watch any. I don't think you'll find a perfect anime nor an anime that deserves to be burned. Yet. Again, this is a relative scale and there will obviously be flaws, but it's my personal rating that I've been using for a very long time. To start it off, I gave Tokyo Ghoul Season 1 a 7.5. I think it's a season that can stand on its own without the need for a Season 2 or 3, just purely off of experience and how it sets the series up. I think whoever made this season deserves their flowers. I mean, everything was good. The pacing of how in just 2 episodes we get to see how life is for Kaneki and his best friend Hide, and the fact that most of Anteku goals we end up meeting are already in episode 1 is pretty cool. Like, I didn't even think that ghouls were just right in front of us. Not to mention in episode 2, they already got me hooked with that Yoshimura inspirational moment. Like, I ended up having tears well up a bit, just a bit, okay? Let's not go too crazy, just a bit. During that moment, because I thought, wow, even when Kaneki was slowly being destroyed over the fact that he may never get his regular life back, some random old dude just pops up, gives him a few words of wisdom. And I felt his words struck me. I told myself, holy moly, I am in for a ride. A ride that is absolutely going to be amazing. I can go on with how engaging season 1 was, like how I sided with the CCG more and even made fun of them over how stupid their raid was in 11th Ward. But what solidified it even more as a 7 was what happened in episode 12. Now, the torture of Kaneki to me wasn't the most impactful scene. It was gruesome, yes, but it was Rize, that mother flippin' baboon Rize. I hated her because of that scene. She literally looked like this while talking to Kaneki. Like, B, you better not do that to me because I am different to Kaneki. But we finally get to see what Kaneki ultimately chose. And in that moment, I thought to myself, well, whatever you choose, bro, I'll stick by you till the end. And stick to Kaneki I did because my goodness, season 2 was not as good. I'll tell you honestly, in my personal rating, I gave it a 7.6. When in reality, it should have been a 6. It should have been, because I won't gloss it. Episodes 1 to 8 was a freaking history lesson. And this is coming from a guy who loves reading about history. But I'd rather read than watch 8 episodes of people just going through the motions. I mean, I couldn't connect to anyone. Each person had their own thing going. Some got different beliefs, ideologies, motivations, allegiances. Some were confused and conflicted. Others felt cool in the moment. And, some felt really nice to see. I mean, it just wasn't that good. It's what built up to it, or lack thereof. Because the build up for how the raid on Anteku was felt really meh. I thought we got to focus on Aogiri Tree, but apparently, This season was the downfall of Anteku, so I was like, well, okay, this will make it or break it for me. If in the last remaining episodes you mess this up, I will be really disappointed. It didn't disappoint, but it wasn't good either in the generic sense. Because from episodes 10 to 12, the series started pushing me to my tipping point. Up until then, I had a few characters I liked, specifically Kaneki and Amon. And as you can guess, that didn't end well. To me, Kaneki symbolized the possible bridge to humans who was represented by Amon. And for a moment, it gave me that hope, only for it to stab me right through my chest and take it away from me. So when you follow it up with a surprise death of Hide, what the fuck do you think was gonna happen to me? I literally made a video dedicated to Hide. That's how much it affected me. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it too much because I will go on for hours on how that season ended. But in my personal opinion, it got that additional 1.6 score when it should have been a 6. This season had more of a profound and, dare I say, destructive effect on me with how it ended. So you'd expect to see a continuation of it in season 3, right? Wrong. I hated season 3. I gave Tokyo Ghoul Re, the first core, a 6. There was nothing in it. At this point in the show, I was so shell shocked with Hide's death, it felt like I actually lost somebody I love. It was that bad. And for this, I'm sorry, but this big-ass Sasaki was frauding so hard. I barely liked the dude. And ironically, he didn't do anything wrong. What he wanted wasn't wrong. For somebody who simply wanted good, it was fine. It was fine. It was good. It just so happened that it was the wrong person. Sasaki was the wrong person. I didn't like the Quink squad. I didn't like Sasaki. To me, it felt like we just moved on and forgot what happened in season 2. I was so emotional in that season that all I was thinking was, who's gonna remember Hide? No one's gonna remember him. And that broke me so much more. So when you couple up with how I wasn't connecting with a single person in this season, you'd hope that it pulls off a season 2, right? Well, it tried, but it failed so miserably that I just laughed with how poor it was. I have nothing against Shirazawa. Was that his name? I don't even remember his name. But in fact, him and Uri, I can feel bad for. I looked at them and saw their weaknesses and how human they are, but all the rest were just passengers. There was no point in trying to connect with them in the first place because you take a season to make people connect with important characters. Then you kill them off in the next. Although there are special cases where it takes a few episodes or barely even any screen time, but I still feel something for them. In Tokyo Ghoul Re, the first core, on the other hand, there was none. Absolutely none. None at all. No payoff, or finally that felt impactful moment. No one was interesting for me. Even Akira fell off. So with the second core looming, it was their last chance to be something at least, right? Well, oh boy, was I a virgin because I can't believe I took that last core up my ass with no fight because I should have just dropped it in the first place. 5. Tokyo Ghoul Re season 4 or the second core, whatever the fuck you call that bitch ass 12 episodes was horrendous. I hated it. I found out that after apparently guys, they chucked in 120 freaking chapters in 12 episodes. 120. Are you mentally insane? Who greenlit this? Who thought this was good? I can't believe someone actually took the time to review, said, yeah, we can definitely make this into an anime, used up the money to animate it, and the voice actors for not even a subpar season. It was just straight up ass. How can you tell me that in one episode, Toka suggests to Kaneki they do the deed, get attacked by the CCG, then do the deed, get pregnant, announce a due date, then get married, all in one fucking episode? Who thought this was good? Who thought? Oh my goodness, bro. I'm done. I can't believe that what they did with Tokyo Ghoul, man. Like, I actually had hope for this anime. I thought this was gonna be a beautiful and emotional anime. It wasn't. And that's what hurts me the most. I can't keep this up anymore, man. I don't want to talk about Tokyo Ghoul anymore. I'm tired. I feel tired. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Have a blessed day after an evening. I'll see you on the next video. Sayonara.